Yeah, I need to see what, I really want to help that lady. Ooh, mousy. What's this guy doing? Hey, bum. What's up? Hello there, fella. It looks like there's a dirty mackerel in here. Boy. I used to be a taxidermist, you know. Good to know. Just waste the entire game talking to this guy. Alright. Hey, you stole my lunch. Oh, sorry, guy. Ain't got nothing to say to you. Damn dirty lunch stealer. There you go, pal. You can have it back, okay? It really stinks anyway. Leave me be. I hate fish. I have fish to eat and I don't like to share. Alright, old guy. Chill the fuck out. Damn it, no mail. I wonder if Mrs. Tollinger still eats my health cleaner program. I'm not too late to lend a hand. Then again, Durkoff did mention Kerchoke. No, I can use... I like Mrs. Tollinger. Hello, who's there? It's me, Percy. Oh, come right in. Oh, Mrs. Tollinger, I'm here to clean up. Oh, you're a little late for that, Percy. It's alright, though. I managed to get it done all by myself. So, such a good kid. Well, then, I guess you didn't need me, then. I was just about to sit down for dinner. Care to join me? I was thinking of go work coat check. Alright, so what's for dinner? It's fresh lamb stew. You're going to love it. Come and have a seat. We wouldn't want it getting cold. Sounds great. You won't believe how hungry I am. There's plenty to eat, so don't worry about it if you want seconds. I ruined that voice again. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say you were expecting guests earlier? Don't tell me I'm the only one who came. Oh, I never explained, did I? Tonight's my beloved Thomas's birthday. Every year we have a special little dinner together. I tidy up the house like he prefers and make his favorite meal, an old-fashioned stew. Oh, that sounds really nice. When's he coming? Oh, well, he's not exactly. Thomas was my husband, but he's not with us anymore. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about, Percy. We had a wonderful life together, and he's still with me every day in my heart. Glad you're here, though. Sometimes today can make me a little emotional. It'll be nice having someone else to talk to for a change. Oh, Mrs. Tollinger. Tollinger. Salad. Hush, it's good for your digestion. You'll get your stew afterwards. Appetizer. Mission unlocked. I'm so glad you decided to join me. It's nice to have young company for a change. It's no trouble at all. It's my pleasure, really. I appreciate the kindness, Percy. It can be lonely living alone these days. Well, considering I'm eating out of a microwave most nights, this is a real treat. Did that girlfriend of yours cook very often? What's her name? Avery, wasn't it? Oh, we date out more often than not. We're both pretty busy, you know. I understand. Life can get pretty hectic nowadays. Life sure does move a lot faster than when I was your age. How long has it been since you last saw each other? I always remember she was so polite. We'd bump into each other nearly every morning as she was heading out the door for her morning jog. It's funny the things you miss about a person can often be what you take for granted. They're cruel parts that you never know you're doing it at the time, but such is life, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. I really do miss her quite a lot. It's been about a year since we last saw each other. I still don't feel the same. Man, this guy... Ugh. I really feel for this guy. Believe me, I understand how you feel. When you're so close with someone, their absence can be hard to deal with. Yeah. Kinda going through something similar. I won't lie to you. That sadness you feel may never go away. You're luckier than I am, though. You still have an opportunity to mend the rift. Oh, I don't know about that. Life's changed a great deal for both of us since we parted ways. Avery's not even in the city anymore, I don't think. Seems she wanted to get as far away from me as possible. A decision like that can be made in an instant, though. Who's to say what it really means? For all you know, Avery could be regretting leaving just as much as you do. Not sure that's true. Things between us ended rather roughly. There's a reason we don't talk. A lot of feelings were hurt. Probably past repair. Be that as it may, you're not a mind reader, Percy. A good relationship like the one you had doesn't die so easily. Actions can be amended, and feelings can be healed. The only thing that truly divides people is time apart. You can't be sure that what's going on in someone else's heart unless you ask them yourself. I suppose you're right about the time apart dividing us. I'm not even sure she's the same person anymore, to be honest. When I look at how much I've changed in the last year, I can't imagine Avery stayed the same. Oh, you've changed a lot less than you think, Percy. Call me a nosy neighbor, but I've been watching you come and go in this building for a long while now. Tell me what you think is so different about you today versus a year ago. You know how I've changed since Avery left? I guess the thing that's changed most is my lifestyle. Yeah. Really turned myself around this last year. Started taking better care of myself. Oh, so you started getting to bed at a decent hour then? Is ordering delivery 3 times a week a new diet regime? Well, not exactly on either account. I mean, I'm trying, which is what counts, right? Ah, so no real changes yet. Not so different after all, then. No, I guess not. Being the same person you were a year ago doesn't have to be a bad thing unless you think it is. Don't forget, that's who Avery fell in love with in the first place. Yeah, but it's also who she left. Main course. Dun, dun, dun. So how are you enjoying your stew? It's really quite good. What's the meat in this? That's fresh lamb. I got it from the butcher this morning. Feel free to have as much as you want. I got used to making rather large pots of it. Every time I make it, my Thomas would eat at least 4 bowls just by himself. There were never any leftovers back in those days, I'm afraid. He sounds like quite the character. Do you mind me asking how you and Thomas met? It's a funny story, actually. It happened the summer after I finished high school. He was working at a garage near my house, and my father hired him to fix our old jalopy. Aww. I wasn't working at the time, so when my father asked me to pick up the car for him, I had no choice. Didn't even have a license at the time, so I was terrified the whole day imagining myself getting it home. Well, that certainly sounds safe. How'd you get away with driving illegally like that? It was a different time back then. We didn't worry about little things like that. I was scared, but that wasn't going to stop me. I hated disappointing my father. So I showed up to the shop, scared out of my wits, and there he was. Covered in grease and sweat, a real man's man, if you know what I mean. Thomas could tell immediately I was clueless. He must have asked me if I needed help a dozen times. I was stumbling over myself with how cute he was, so I just kept telling him I'd be fine. I wanted to get home as quickly as possible before I said or did something embarrassing. I was so distracted thinking about him that I crashed straight into a stop sign barely 20 feet away. That's a pretty big-ass stop sign. Were stop signs like ridiculously tall back then too? Thomas, the sweetheart, charged right over to see if I was okay. There wasn't a scratch on me, but the car was in pretty rough shape. I was terrified I'd get in trouble with my father, so he'd be so mad to find out what happened. Thomas, sensing my dismay, offered to fix it for free and tell my father he needed more time with it to keep me from getting in trouble. His only condition was that I agreed to go have dinner with him that weekend. Aww. That's beautiful. Of course I said yes, and the rest is history. Aww. Love's funny like that, isn't it? Was it the accident that drew us together, or was it our attraction that caused the accident? Sometimes I think these things are just meant to happen, you know? Sounds like you two were made for each other. So what was your life like with Thomas? Well, it wasn't perfect. They were by far the best years of my life. I'll trade all the ones I've got left for just one more lazy summer afternoon with him. Damn. Oh, the feels. And then in the background you can see the picture. Aw, jeez. We were young, and everything was new to us. All we needed was our love. Didn't matter that we were poor or hungry. As long as we had each other, we were happier than pigs in mud. We had such grand dreams for our lives. We planned to travel the world together, see exotic places as a pair. It's bills. Eventually, the bills started piling up, so Thomas started working longer hours to meet ends meet. There were times when he'd have a debt collector knocking our door, and I wasn't sure we'd make it. I thought myself foolish for being so idealistic in our youth. Reality hit us a lot harder than we expected. I resented him working so much. Even though I knew it was necessary for us to survive, he would be frustrated with every mistake I made, fearing how far it set us back. The stress of it all caused us to fight over the most ridiculous things we scraped by. As we scraped by. Bills certainly make life hard, but you get through it. Still, our love was strong enough that our tensions always faded away once we vented. We'd always make up, in fact, double down on our efforts to make our dreams come true together. We slogged away hoping we'd have a few extra pennies to put away at the end of the month, but we never got far. As we got older, things got easier, but we were too tired and beat to do anything about it. So you just gave up on our dream like that. We were comfortable and happy together. Eventually realized that's all we really wanted. It didn't matter where we were or what we were doing, just as long as we were together. Besides, it's more than a little impractical just packing up your life to chase a silly ideal like that. Sometimes I regret it though, especially when I wonder where we might have been when they started enlisting. When I think about it, it's hard not to get angry at myself for not trying harder. Then, how are we to know? I'm sorry, it's a very painful subject for me. So Thomas was drafted in the war? Apologies if it's a touchy subject, but how did Thomas die? I don't really like talking about it, but it's a fair question, all things considered. It makes me very sad to talk about. I'd really rather not. I can only imagine how painful his memories must be. It's okay. Never mind the question then. Forget I said anything. Thank you, Percy. Let's try and focus on the happy times today. Yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, let's be happy today. It's worth it. It's good. I just love ice cream, don't you? You don't hear me complaining. I've had a really nice time this evening. I'm very happy you decided to come by. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I'm glad I came too. Still, I wanted to thank you for spending time with me, so I have something for you. What's this? These are my husband's baseball cards. He used to collect them when he was a boy. Some of them are quite old. They're probably worth quite a bit of money. I want to have them as a token of my appreciation. To pay you for it? Oh, jeez. You can't be serious, can you? Please, you know how much you could use the money right now. They're not doing me any good. They just sit in the box, and I can't even bring myself to look at them anymore. I won't take no as an answer, so don't even make a fuss about it. I just don't trust myself not to get all weepy if I see which one you're taking, so I want you to pick by the time I return from the washroom. Just close up the box when you're done, and we won't say another word about it. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Alright then, I'll be back in a moment. That one's signed. They're all signed. To the right collector. Can't do that to Mr. Tiller though. Could I? No, I'm just gonna take one. I'm not a dick. She asked me to take one. You took a baseball card. She didn't invite me to take this one. I hope I made the right decision. Thanks again for having me over, Mrs. T. You're more than welcome. You're such a good kid. Here, take this with you. Some leftovers from dinner to eat later. Yay, Stu. I need to eat. Well, it won't pay my bills, but it's better than eating junk food. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself and have a good night. It's getting late, so I'm off to bed. Alright then. Good night. Hopefully there's time. No! Okay, it's night now. Is it time for the show? It's getting pretty late and I'm beat. I should count up my pennies, see if I can get my rent paid. My wallet and the $13 in my bank. I've got a grand total of 89. Comfy street mattress. Damn it. No, wait. Actually, let me check the mail again. Nope, no mail. This game is way too real. Hey man, what's new? It's been a long day, Bellinger. I'm beat and heading to bed. Whatever that may be this evening. Hey, when you get back in your apartment, I'm sure you can always find a dirty mattress somewhere in this town. That is, if you can find one. Gas leaks to the east moved a bunch of the local vagabonds over to our side of town. They seem nice enough, and I doubt any of them are likely to share their squatting spots. What if that girl's apartment's open? Bounce, 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 bounce. I should save. I haven't saved. Remember, kids, rotate your saves. That way, if you fuck up too bad, you can always jump back a couple. Or if a file gets corrupted, you'll be alright. Let's check to these guys. This bed is spoken for. Discovered for something odd happened to do. Hey, girl. Oh, it's you there. Hi. Thanks for getting me here. The pills are so good. Hey, are you alright? I'm fine. The color's so loud, you know? Feels like they're coming out of me. Or in me. Or I don't. I'm not gonna sleep with her. Herk! Ugh. Look, baby, I just don't feel so good right now. Maybe I had too many. Tomorrow I show you, yeah? Bye-bye for now. God! Can I please come in? I don't know what I ate, but something funny for sure. It's all grumbles and my tumbles. Tomorrow, when I'm better, we'll play together. The key fits, but the deadbolt's on. Hello, is someone in there? Oh, they're sleeping or something. I'll come back later, I guess. What? She's right here, though. Don't worry about me. I'm blessed. I'll get in my room eventually. Go on and get out of here. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, you're making me nervous. Don't worry. I just gotta wait for the moon to calm down. It's so mad. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Not tomorrow. I'll do something tomorrow when I'm better. Go on and go away for now. I'm sick. I'm worried that something bad's gonna happen to you, lady. Holy shit. Game made me nervous. Know what I'm doing, don't worry. Okay. If she dies... Oh, man. No, wait. Oh! Go back in. I gotta check everything. Hey! Indie Heroes figure number 36 Jin from Dungeon Hearts. A lot of empty boxes. What's this? Is that a raccoon? It's a raccoon. Loctite? I guess they want people stealing scraps. I'm starving. Maybe I'll find food in here. Hey, free food, you know. The dirty mackerel. Dun, dun, dun. Are you finding anything? What's going on here, man? I found something. Edible hobo trash. Maybe this guy wants some. Let's talk to some of these. Hey, look at this guy. If I'd remember to bring my... if I'd remembered to bring my poetry scrapbook with me today, could have read you some of it. Then again, he'd probably hate it. Life. Don't talk to me about life. I think you ought to know I'm feeling very, very depressed right now. Okay.